Hello everybody, this is Howard the Teaser King coming to you with week 3 of pro football. 6-1 the first week, 4-2 the second is 10-3. The last 2 weeks of college has been 10-1 and 6-1. That's 16-2. That's 26-5. Not too bad. So let's look at this. There's a lock I put out there, a pro lock that I think it's a very good lock, very strong. Big week for the Brinks truck, absolutely. Bring the Brinks truck. Bring the wheelbarrow full of money. Should be a very good game. Very good week. www.teaserking.com. You can hit me up on Twitter, Teaserking, or go to the site and just email me with anything. Anyway, looking forward to this week, very strong. So let me give you a game here. Last week's lock was Seattle with UCF in college. I'll do that. I'll put a college with the pro. I look for the best teams. UCF I loved, and Seattle was so strong as a road dog. And it just really worked out perfectly. So let's get to some of the numbers here. So now we're still new in the pros. It's only been 2 weeks. After about week 4, we'll really have a good idea, because like Baltimore beat Miami 100-0. It skews all the statistics. Baltimore's not that good, as you saw. They barely beat Arizona by a touchdown, so they're not that, they're not going to win every game 40-0. And also some weak team like Arizona's appears to be getting more comfortable in their offense, and you can just see Green Bay looks good, Chicago maybe not as good, and you go with that. So let's talk about one game I really am interested in. Very strong is the Jets in New England. There really isn't much of a heads-up trend here, although New England tends to win at home by 15 to 20 points the last, 3 out of the last 4 years or whatever. But we're looking at the spread. So here's lane 23, which is an awful big spread. But if you notice, their top 2 quarterbacks are out, and Luke Falk, who I like, from Washington State, will be their quarterback, but he hasn't played with them enough. New England's New England. Now you got Antonio Brown and Josh Gordon and all of them. But let's take a look. So the over-under is 44. Spread 23. Do I want to go down to 17? That's a big number. And they scored on Miami with 2 or 3 pick sixes. Otherwise, they weren't scoring a lot on Miami. So you got to be careful with that. The Jets held Cleveland to 23-3, no offense. So I'm looking at an A team, New England. They score 38 a game, give up 2. Can you believe they've only given up 2 points on average? So they've given up, I think they gave up 3 points. I think it's 1.5 actually, but I'm rounding. So they gave up a field goal to Pittsburgh. So their defense is playing great. They've got the receivers. They know how to win. It's New England. But this is the pros. It's not Baylor and Rice. It's not, let's put up a 60. I think the over-under at 44 is perfect for not too low. It should probably be in the 30s. Again, the Jets without a quarterback, but a fairly good defense. If you look at Jets numbers, the Jets scored 9 points in 2 games and only gave up 20 though. So they're not bad. Let's look at their offense. They throw 175 a game and only run for 68. 243 yards of offense. This is an NFL team. New England gets 430 yards, 318 passing, 112. So this looks like New England comfortably, but are they going to handle 23? They can win 20-0 and be very happy. I don't think the Jets will score, not with this defense that I'm looking at in New England. I think it's a bad matchup for the Jets offense, and I think Jets will keep New England close, or not close, but fairly low scoring. So if Falk doesn't throw 5 interceptions for touchdowns, I like this game under 44 down to 50. I think this is what you're looking for. If you look at the quarterbacks, well, I don't even have anything on Luke Falk to really look at. He played for 5 minutes Monday night. And then if we look at Brady, well, we know Brady, right? 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, 300 yards a game. So that's really not going to help us. You hope they just give the ball to Le'Veon Bell a lot to try to do that. But this game, I really love under 50. I can see very easily New England getting in the 30s, the Jets not scoring at all. It's hard to lay 17, but I feel more comfortable going, the only way I lose is if New England scores more than 50. But the Jets have a pretty good defense, and they play each other twice a year, so they're familiar with each other. And they didn't put up 50 against Miami. It was like 37-0. And in the pros, once you get up, you get 30-0, let's say, they're just going to wind it down, run the clock out, and off you go. So that's what I'm looking at. Take New England under 50 in this one. This is not one of my locks, although it might be, but it isn't at this time. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 plays, 4 of them very strong. So this should be another good week in the pros. I'm trying to stick with the cream. I'm trying to stay away from what's going on in Indy and what's going on in, some of these, Carolina with Newton and Oakland, who knows, and Denver. They're all getting used to their new quarterbacks. I'm trying to stay away from all that crap. You just stick with the cream. That's all you can do. I can do a quick... let me do a quick trend analysis for you guys. I know you like that. Strong teams in a teaser real quick. Chicago 84%. The Rams 81. Dallas 85. Indy 80. KC 85. Just with Mahomes. He's 17-3. And against Atlanta 83. Miami 83. The Jets 83, Denver 78. So that just gives you a little flavor how teams are doing in a teaser, for or against. So anyway, this should be a huge week. I just did my college one. Very, very strong college plays going. Very strong pro plays. I think my new methods are really working out great. I think it just opens me a little bit more. I've always been good, but I think I'm getting to the next level of really just like seeing the game, and I study the numbers so much that I already go, oh, that's like UCF last week. Watching Stanford give up 47 points to USC with a new quarterback who never played before. I'm saying UCF's going to light them up, which they did. It was 38-7 at halftime. I'm laying 1 point. That's why it was a lock. So I'm looking a lot strong team, weak team, and jumping on the strong team. More so in college, you look for the over teams playing weak teams because they're going to score, and the weak team can't score, can't come on. Sort of like New England and the Jets. The Jets can't score, but New England's defense is incredibly strong, and the Jets' defense isn't bad. So anyway, big week, ready to cash in, bust the bookie. Here we go. www.teaserking.com. Good luck, everybody, and I hope you make a fortune this week. All right, take care.